We're playing A Plague Tale: Innocence. In this chapter, the apprentice, chapter 4, Amicia and her brother are trying to get to Laurentius' farm. It's just over these trees, but there are a couple obstacles that we have to go through to get there along the way. One of the things I want to mention is that you want to veer off the path and explore this. One of the things that this game doesn't tell you is that you should explore and look to see what the world has to offer. There are some conversations that the siblings have together. There are items to find, and you're not going to find those items. You're just going to blow right past them if you don't stop and look around and enjoy the scenery and just look to see what there is. In this area, there's 2 or 3 places where you can find some items. There's this pier and this fire where it looks like some travelers were camping out, and so you want to make sure that you're exploring as you're going through the game, and I'll of course show you what I've found along the way, and then you'll have to do your own exploring. Some of the things I'm going past and skipping past is the sneaking around and getting past the soldiers, and so that part's a little slow, and so I'm just skipping past those parts. Before you get to this orchard here, if you go off to the right, there is a boat where you can get some items for crafting and leveling up your items. I'm actually going to go past it, or I went past it, so I'm going to circle back and show you that. And you'll want to get that if you're wanting to do any crafting and leveling up your items. Something that's important to do as you're going through the game to improve your items, so that you're going to have an easier time. You'll be able to whip out your sling faster and reload faster and things like that. So those are important items, things that you'll want to pick up. And after this part, we're going to be sneaking past some soldiers. I'm going to skip that part and show you the tower. Here we go. After this tower, that's where it gets interesting. So Amicia will carry her brother up the hill, and then we'll get to some rats. That part is a little trickier, and so we'll walk through how to get to Laurentius' farm.
Fall back. What's happening? Hugo, we can't stop. Not here.
I feel funny.
Come on. You'll be able to rest when we get to Laurentius' place.
My head. It hurts.
I don't know what to do, Hugo. What would Mommy do?
Give me medicine.
I can carry you. That's the best I can do. Come on, climb up.
Mommy says I shouldn't leave the house, you know.
I know.
That must be why I feel all funny.
You're just tired.
I miss her.
At least you were allowed to see her.
Hmm?
Nothing. Laurentius' mill. We're nearly there.
Will he shut me inside again? Like Mommy?
He'll get us to safety.
Alright. It's true. It's dangerous out here, but sometimes it's fun too.
You'll get better one day.
Are those dead animals?
What on earth happened here? We're going to have to be careful now. You better get down, Hugo.
This is where things start to get a little tricky, so the rats start coming out of the ground, and so you'll want to stay close to the fire. That's one thing, and then make sure that you're veering around the rats. If you get too close, they're going to overwhelm you and take you down, and then you'll have to start the whole thing over. And so stay close to the fire. I can't remember why I didn't just go across. I think some rats came out of the ground, but so you'll want to find your way. It may take a couple tries to get it right, and just stay close to the fire and kind of weave around these water parts. Any place that has those water parts are going to be kind of mucky and slow you down, and so you want to be aware of that. At the top of the hill, we'll get through the rest of this, and then I'll talk about what to do next, because the next part is a little tricky. More involved anyway.
Amicia, there's some fire up there.
Let's go! Come on! The torch! Quickly! Hurry! Come on! Faster! Come, I'll get you up.
Right.
So at this point you're going to want to go to the left. There are rats everywhere, and so you'll want to be very careful. There's some rats blocking the way, and there is a little fence or something that's in the way. Use your sling to knock that out of the way, or to knock that open, and then you can get past these rats. There's a trail coming up on the right. That's the way you're going to go, but first, before you can go that way, because it's blocked by rats, you're going to go all the way to the end of this path, grab a stick, and then come back, and then light it to make your way up the trail. And over here behind the cart, there are some items that you'll want to pick up. Again, explore, pick up items along the way. It's really important that you're stocked up. As far as what items to level up or craft while you're on the way, craft whatever you can, but I usually try and craft the things that will allow me to carry more capacity, whether it's more items or more ammunition. And then for this part, you're going to want to light this fire and grab another stick and make your way up to a cart. Now that cart there has a fire on it. You'll want to light the fire on the cart, and then you're going to push it up the hill towards Laurentius's farm. The cart is maneuverable, so you can turn it. So if it's veering off to the left or to the right, you're the one controlling it. Just steer it, course correct, and you'll be able to make your way. And the path is a little zigzaggy and kind of turny, so you'll want to make sure that you're controlling it and turning it along the way so that you can make your way all the way up to Laurentius's farm. Don't forget the items there along the way. I don't think there are any items to pick up once you start your journey up the hill, but yeah, we'll take it from there.
Come on, nearly there.
Amicia, why did they kill the pigs?
Maybe to contain the rats here.
It's very, very heavy. I
Don't talk. Push. We did it. We made it.
Here we are. We finally made it to Laurentius's farm. There are some items to the right over here. If you go to the far right, there is a chest that you can grab some items, but you want to go up to the farm. Not much to do in the barn yet, but you'll be able to explore the barn later. The door is locked, and so you'll need to go around to the side. You have to go through the window, but before you do, there is a flower that you can pick, and that's an item, a collectible that you can get with the brother. There's a little conversation that you can have before you go into the house. Once you make it into the house, Laurentius is on the second floor. Explore the house before you go into Laurentius's room, because once you do that, the house changes, and so you'll want to explore what you can before you meet with Laurentius.
And be very careful, right?
That includes picking up items, crafting, doing any crafting. There's a crafting table inside, and taking care of any of that stuff.
Who are you? Magister Laurentius. Stop right there. He's contagious.
Hugo. Here.
The Inquisition came. We lost everything. There was nothing I could do.
Of course. They came for him. An evil. An ancient evil courses through your family's veins. In its blood. Your mother and I attempted to slow its progress. But ever since the Great Break, the process has quickened. You must protect him, Amicia. Continue your mother's work.
Me? But how? My parents tried and now they are both dead. Leave me alone!
They're here.
The rats are dangerous, but disorganized. The Inquisition, however, they seek the boy tirelessly. We have to disappear. Head to the Chateau d'Ombrage. Lucas, go to the barn. You will finish the Ignifer.
Don't try to talk. I will prove myself. I'm sorry about your parents, but you're not alone anymore. We have to move fast. You can help me make the Ignifer. It will protect us from the rats.
Come, Hugo. I don't want you to stay here.
The stuff is in the barn. Come on.
What are we going to do?
Now there are rats downstairs, and so you'll want to be careful about that. So the way you're going to get past that, there are 2 ham legs that are hanging in the corner of the house downstairs. You'll want to knock those down, and you'll probably need to knock out the lantern as well so that the rats can get to the ham legs. That will distract them so that you can make your way outside. Once you get outside, you'll make your way to the barn.
Sorry. Yeah, don't worry.
That's it. Hugo, give me your hand.
No.
Very well, but stay close to me.
Are you two okay?
It's been a long trip.
Okay, at the barn,
Oh no.
you'll need to get to the other side. There is a door to the basement of the barn, and so we'll need to take care of the rats. So this puzzle is, well, it's not too bad. So what you'll need to do is grab some feed and lure the pig into this area of the barn. Once you do that, you'll go around the side of the barn. There's the ladder. You'll go upstairs, and then once you're in the barn on the other side, on the upstairs, you'll need to knock out the light posts so that the rats can get to the pig. That will lure the rats away, and then you'll be able to make your way down to the basement. Once you're at the basement, Lucas, the apprentice, will be sharing with you some alchemy and give you a new alchemy power.
No, Amicia, what are you doing?
I'm sorry, Hugo.
It's still alive!
We have no choice, Hugo. We have to get the rats away.
It's horrible. You're just like all the others.
Hugo, there was no other way.
Come on. Over here.
Poor pig.
Watch your step.
This is more than just a doctor's lab.
My master is also an above all, a great alchemist. Your name is Amicia, right? I'm Lucas. I would like to show you something, but it requires alcohol and sulfur. There must be some around here. Tell me when you found them.
Alright. Alcohol and sulfur. Alcohol, sulfur, that's everything.
If you're going to explore this area, this is the time. You only get one chance to explore this area before
Now you have to mix them.
the rats start coming down. So once you give the items to Lucas, the apprentice, then the rats come down and things start getting very linear. So once you start using this item to light the embers on fire, in some places the embers will cool back to embers, so in some places you'll have a limited time to use the fire before they die down. So this happens later on when you have to chase the horse and you're lighting different areas. So just be aware that in some areas you'll have a limited time before the fire dies down.
Like mother, like daughter. You know what? I'll show you how to create other projectiles. It will be really useful.
I'd love to. Thank you.
I finished my mixes. We have to go back to Laurentius. Amicia, you should go ahead.
Rats! Get back!
The ignifer! Throw it on the embers!
Please don't blow up in my face. Go on, climb up. There's a lot of them.
Laurentius!
I'll clear away. I'll go first.
Yes, of course.
Come on.
Leave me alone.
Hugo, listen. About earlier, I just wanted to tell you that I'm...
Oh no! Amicia! The rat!
The house has gone dark.
No! No! No!
Lucas, wait!
It's settling down! Look out!
Do something! We have to leave. Now!
Faster!
Hey! Stop! We need you!
Look! The horse!
Time to go! Hugo! Lucas! Run! We need that horse!
To this part, use the igniter to reignite the embers, and you'll need it to get down to the last fire, and then you'll get down to this windmill. So the way that you get past this, there's a couple of things. So first you'll need to light the windmill, so light it with the igniter as it passes. And then this is the most important thing. So you'll need to run through this part, and if you keep dying, you're not running. So there's a run button. So on the PS5 or the PS4, I guess this is a PS5 game, so it's R2. And so just look at the controls to look to see what is the run button. You're probably just pressing the wrong button. And that was the end of chapter 4, so hit the like button if you enjoyed this video, and stick with me. I'll be doing chapter 5 soon. Thanks for watching.